I never imagined the person I loved the most could be capable of lying to me for so long. It started with a small, nagging feeling I couldn't shake. A text she'd delete too quickly. A strange laugh when she thought I wasn't paying attention. Little inconsistencies that didn't make sense. But I kept convincing myself I was overthinking it, until the day I found the first undeniable clue. Her name is Sarah. We've been together for 4 years. At first, everything was perfect. Late-night talks, weekend getaways, endless promises of forever. I trusted her with everything, my life, my money, my heart. And I thought she trusted me too. It began when she started taking more work trips. At first, I didn't mind. I've always encouraged her career, so when she said she had meetings out of town, I accepted it. But then I noticed odd things. Receipts that didn't match her stories, whispers when she got a call, subtle tension whenever I asked questions. One evening, I came home early from work. I had a gut feeling, something I couldn't explain. Our apartment was empty, or at least it should have been. I noticed her laptop was open. I wasn't a tech snoop, but something compelled me to check the browser history. And there it was. Messages, hundreds of them, on a social media account I didn't know existed, to a man named Eric. The messages weren't just flirtatious. They were about plans, about money, about secrets she never shared with me. My chest tightened. I felt my hands shake. I didn't confront her immediately. I had to be smart. If I reacted impulsively, I could lose the chance to know the full truth. I began tracking small details. Calls she tried to hide, times she left without explanation, suspicious emails. Every tiny inconsistency started to paint a bigger picture. One weekend, while she was away at work, I went through her apartment more carefully. That's when I found it. Documents hidden in a drawer, contracts and receipts showing large sums of money transferred to accounts I didn't recognize. She wasn't just cheating emotionally, she was using me financially. I felt a mix of anger, betrayal, and sadness I've never experienced before. The person I had trusted completely was living a double life. But instead of exploding, I decided to wait. I had to gather evidence. I installed a discreet camera in our living room and started monitoring emails and messages. Over the next few weeks, my suspicion turned into certainty. Every lie she told, every story she fabricated, it all unfolded in front of me. The worst part wasn't the cheating or the money, it was the calculated way she had planned everything. She wasn't clumsy or careless, she had thought of everything to avoid detection. That realization cut deeper than any betrayal could. One night, I found a conversation between her and Eric about her exit plan. She was planning to leave me once she got the last transfer, making it seem like I never suspected a thing. That was the moment I knew I had to act, but not yet. I wanted the revelation to be complete, undeniable, and satisfying. I invited her over one evening under the pretext of a quiet dinner. The apartment was lit softly, the table set, candles flickering. She smiled at me, oblivious that I already knew everything. "Everything okay?" she asked, brushing a strand of hair from her face. "Yeah, I've just been thinking about us," I replied calmly, hiding the storm inside me. She took a sip of wine, relaxed. That was her mistake. I hit play on the laptop I had set up at the other end of the table. The screen displayed the messages, the financial transactions, the recordings of her calls. Her smile faltered. I can explain," she stammered. "Explain?" I interrupted softly. "Or do you want me to show everyone the receipts, the plans, the lies you've been feeding me for years?" Her face went pale. She didn't expect this, and I could see the fear settling in. I didn't mean," she began, but I raised my hand. "Let me finish. I trusted you with everything. And you used me. Every late-night chat, every promise, every dollar. It was all part of your plan." Tears filled her eyes, but I stayed calm. I wanted this to be her full realization, not just a fight. I showed her the videos of her conversations, the emails, the social media accounts she tried to hide. "You thought I wouldn't notice. You thought I'd stay blind until you left with everything, but I saw it all. And now everyone will see too." She sank into the chair, defeated. "What are you going to do?" "I'm going to walk away," I said firmly, "but not without making sure the truth is known. No more lies, no more pretending." The next day, I filed a formal report to the bank and documented everything. I cut off all access she had to my finances. Then, I posted a carefully written account on a private blog and shared it with mutual friends. It was factual, unemotional, and undeniable. People were shocked. but I had remained calm, in control. Weeks later, I met her one last time to return her things. She tried to apologize, but I didn't react. I realized something important. Betrayal is not just about what someone does, it's about what you allow to affect you. By staying calm, I reclaimed my power. I learned a hard lesson. Trust is sacred, but so is your own clarity. Betrayal cuts, yes, but how you respond defines who you are. Sometimes the people we love the most are the ones capable of the deepest deception. And that's why you must always pay attention to the small details, trust your instincts, and never let love blind you completely. I walk away stronger, wiser, and ready to rebuild a life where honesty isn't optional. It's non-negotiable.